8-7, top of the 8th here at St. Louis. One out. Nico at second, the game-tying run. Matt Shaw at the plate in a 2-2 count against Phil Maton. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Matt Shaw chases outside and strikes out. 2 gone, the top of the 8th.
Anxious trying to drive in that run and expands his zone.
An NL Central Division rival matchup. And a high-scoring affair tonight. And here's the catcher, Carson Kelly.
Walking like they normally do. Yep. Carson Kelly will hit here. So Kelly against Maton.
Carson Kelly pinch hitting actually. And he swings and misses at the first pitch. Strike 1. Carson Kelly now in the 9th spot in the lineup. He's had a pretty good year. Looking to try and tie it up, but he won't. Right to Mason Wynn, throw to first, and Kelly's retired. That'll end the top of the 8th. Cardinals stay in front, 8-7. We'll be right back for the bottom of the 8th. Bottom of the 8th. Cardinals 8, Cubs 7. Ryan Presley now in the game for the Cubs.
Ryan Presley will take over.
29 innings pitched in 31 games. ERA just over 4. 2 homers allowed.
Outstanding effort from the bullpen.
Has a ground ball rate near 55%. Walk rate under 10. And he hit a ground ball from Arenado right to Dansby on the first pitch. And Arenado's ground is out. 1 out. 1 pitch, 1 out from Presley so far.
St. Louis bullpen. Carson Kelly stays in the game.
Here's Nolan Gorman. He hits a fly ball in the left field. It's going to drop for a base hit. Nolan Gorman with a single. And St. Louis looking to do some damage here in the bottom of the 8th.
Gorman with a 1-out single. So
they know this Cubs offense rakes. They were up big earlier on, but Chicago has cut it to within 1. And now the Cardinals trying to get some more insurance runs. Here's the catcher, Pedro Pages. 1 for 3 with a double and a run scored. Righty-righty against Presley. Check over at first. Gorman gets back.
Gets a lot of ground balls.
Nolan Gorman, not a stolen base threat. Check swing. One 0 offering. Presley misses down. 2 balls and no strikes on Pages.
A 2-0.
2-0 is a ground ball foul from Pages. 2-1.
Stretch of games without allowing an allowing an earned run snap last time out. Against Seattle, he gave up a couple runs in an inning, including a home run. I feel like everybody gave up a home run in the series.
Pages ground ball right to Dansby. Throw to second for 1. Nico to first. Double play. And that'll end the inning. We'll head to the 9th inning. Cardinals 8, Cubs 7. Ryan Helsley will try and lock this one down for St. Louis. but he's got the Cubs top of the order. It's going to be a tough assignment. Let's see what he can do. This is going to be a good one. We'll be right back from Busch Stadium. Cardinals 8, Cubs 7, top of the ninth. Ryan Helsley will come in to try and lock this one down for the Cardinals and try and get a game back on the Cubs for that NL Central Division crown.
The Cubs have for Ryan Helsley here.
Ryan Helsley is 14 saves in 19 opportunities. 27 innings pitched in 27 games. An ERA at 3.67. 4 homers allowed. Hasn't been as dominant as he was last season. First pitch is a swing and a miss on the leadoff hitter, the designated hitter, Ian Happ.
27 innings, he's walked 12, he's also
0-1.
4 home runs.
Happ is 1 for 3 tonight.
People have talked about him possibly
A walk, a single, and a run scored.
if the Cardinals
Solid season for Ian Happ. Helsley misses down. 101 fat
This guy's a
heater. 1-1.
big power arm back into the bullpen. A lot of teams would love to have him. Ball to strike, Happ. Single and a walk.
Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss.
Beautiful pitch from Helsley. He dropped in the breaking ball. It's 1-2.
And that proved to be a big mystery for the Cubs last year.
Happ ground ball. Cut off by the first baseman Wilson. Throw to Helsley, who's covering, and Happ is retired. 1 out.
Thought for a second that maybe that was a bad move by Wilson Contreras ranging that far.
And Wilson took that away from Brendan Donovan, who was over there as well. But luckily, Helsley covered.
The second baseman got good hands, but he doesn't have great range.
And now, Kyle Tucker to the plate. You love to see these at-bats deciding a game. Helsley spikes the first pitch, 1-0.
Kyle, pair of singles and a walk, and I think it's fair to say he feels kind of locked in.
Tucker 2 for 3 tonight. 2 singles, a walk, 2 RBIs, and a run scored in what could be an MVP caliber campaign. Tucker rips that one into center. Base hit. Kyle Tucker with a single, and the Cubs have the tying run on the base paths.
And speaking of locked in, say Suzuki will come up.
Third hit of the night for Kyle Tucker. They've all been singles.
Fly, fish, swim, Tucker hits. Make it look easy.
And that one was left in there by Helsley, and Tucker made him pay. And now here's Seiya with 1 out, and the game-tying run at first base, Kyle Tucker. Seiya's 3 for 4. 3-run homer and 2 singles. First pitch. Spiked. Stayed in front of Pawheads. 1-0.
Have really been problematic for Helsley this year.
A double play wins it for the Cardinals.
3 batting average, 365 on base, 509 slug. 3 of the 4 home runs he's allowed have come to right-handed batters.
Righty, 1 offering. Dropped in there, strike 1. Good pitch from Helsley to knock the count up.
I'd love to know what's going through Seiya Suzuki's mind. Is he sitting on a pitch? I mean, with a guy that throws this hard, could he be sitting slider maybe? 1-1.
1-1. Swing and a miss. Seiya chased down. He's down the count 1-2. Nasty pitch from Helsley there.
Steep slider. I do think you have to sometimes sit slider. Just
give yourself a chance.
Yeah, you just hunch on it.
And now Seiya in a 1-2 hole. 1 out. Tucker at first. Does Kyle Tucker go here? Does he try and steal second? He has the wheels for it. What happens on this 1-2 pitch? A step off. That's what happens.
Tucker, the tying run at first, comes down a run. A game the Cubs trailed 2-0. They led 5-2. And right here, 8-7. Suzuki back in.
Wilson playing close to the bag at first at Tucker. The payoff. Misses high and outside. The count's tied up at 2. An extra breath of fresh air for Seiya.
not a 50-50 proposition with his fastball and slider.
Two. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got Seiya out in front. And the Cubs are down to their final out.
Fooled by that breaking ball.
Absolutely beautiful.
Couldn't get a piece. Well, here we go. Chance
From
redemption for
Ryan
PCA.
Helsley, and now here's PCA. Doesn't have a hit tonight, but has a sac bunt.
And a pitch.
Whoa! Oh, man. PCA chased down and threw the bat towards the dugout. Oh, man, look out, Cardinals. Whew. That was so nasty that PCA threw his bat towards the Cardinals dugout. Whew. But you love to see these at-bats win a game. Ryan Helsley, who's been a really good closer, versus Pete Crow Armstrong, who's having an MVP caliber season.
So good.
2 stars on both sides, with 2 outs, bottom of the 9th,
Bounce breaking pitches too.
and a runner at first. PCA rips one into right center field for a base hit. Kyle Tucker will go all the way to third. The throw from Scott is in. Tucker to third. PCA with a single with 2 outs. And the Cubs have the runners at the corners with 2 outs in the top of the 9th. They're 90 feet away from tying it.
Trying to go way up top of the fastball, man. That's a bad miss by Helsley. You saw where Pajes was setting the target. He just channels on the fastball.
And the Cubs superstar outfielders coming through. But they need just one more hit to keep this game going.
He represents the go-ahead run, and I don't know.
2 outs, top of the 9th, runners at the corners. 90 feet away from tying it. Dansby at the plate, facing Helsley.
Helsley ready, here's Swanson.
First pitch, PCA thinks about going. Dansby checks his swing, but he didn't go. It's 1-0, count in his favor.
Dansby, 1 for 4.
Dansby does have a hit tonight.
This year with men on base and men in scoring position.
I think you got to run PCA here.
Does PCA go? He thought about it last time. He doesn't. They throw back to first. Helsley lobbed it over there. It nearly got away. Wilson makes a nice catch. But PCA in safely. The game's go-ahead run at first base. But the game-tying run, the more important run at the moment, at third. Does PCA go here? He does! He's going! Pajes does not have a chance. PCA steals second unopposed. The Cubs have the game's go-ahead and tying run in scoring position. Dansby ahead in the count, 2-0. 2 outs.
2-0, they're not likely to give in here.
What does Helsley throw here?
Swanson waits.
2-0 offering. Dansby rips it foul, first base side. That's what Helsley needed. 2-1.
A lot of Cub fans here. Not a huge crowd, not a typical Cub Cardinal crowd here at Busch Stadium. Second and third, 2 down.
2-1 offering. Dansby ground ball. Right to Arenado. Throw to first. They got him. The Cardinals survive and win 8-7 in a hell of a game here at Busch Stadium. Nolan Arenado showing off his glove to win it.
And the Cardinals hang on to one at 8-7.
The Cardinals really played great defense tonight. Burleson, 2 outstanding.
What a stretch by Wilson. Dansby had a high topper. Arenado had to avoid PCA.
Under duress.
Threw it over to Wilson at first on the bare hand and beat Dansby by a step to win it. What a win for the Cardinals.
It's almost like he was going
See y'all later. RB out. Peace.
The glove's not going to play here. I got a bare hand.
Nolan Arenado.